All right, and we welcome you here to the Lawrenceville School for another presentation here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network as Lawrenceville hosts the NJISAA Prep Championships in boys swimming. Here are your order of events. 200-yard medley relay will lead us off. And the first heat is ready to get underway as I get a quick gander of all of the events that we will see. And the first heat is underway. See the scoreboard in your upper right-hand portion of your screen. That does have the lane assignments. And from this angle, the side angle, you will have lanes 1 through 6, bottom to top. From this angle, you will have lanes 1 through 6, right to left. So here in lane 1, you've got Morristown Baird, the Hun School of, in lane 2, you have Morristown Baird. In lane 3, the Hun School of Princeton. In lane 4, Montclair Kimberly Academy. All three teams have seed times that are fairly equal to each other. So here in this first heat, it's anyone's game. They'll see the first swimmer to get in on that second leg in this 200-yard medley relay is the Hun School of Princeton. Battle in lanes 2 and 3, Morristown Baird and the Hun School. Simon Rosenwasser here with you on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Glad you're here with us. Should be about 3.5 hours of action today as our first race. When it comes to a close, it is Morristown Baird with a time of 1:51.90 over the Hun School, and then MKA taking third. Second heat, we've got 4 different teams. Oratory Prep is in lane 2. Blair Academy is in lane number 3. St. Benedict's Prep in lane 4. And Gill St. Bernard's in lane number 5. As you can see on the board, a late scratch from the race. No Blair Academy team. Second swimmers are in. Not much to separate these 3 relay teams. Head of a lead for St. Benedict's Prep. Strong drive at the end of that leg from Oratory and to the fly. Each swimmer with a down and back. Freestyle is next with once again St. Benedict's Prep taking the advantage. And they will anchor it home with about a 2-second lead. 24:36 on that recent split for St. Benedict's. That's 2 seconds better than either of the other squads. So it'll be St. Benedict's Prep who takes this second heat. This time of 1:49.61. for the final heat. Here is the record, the 200 freestyle relay set by Pingree last year, 1:33.08. And you can see the Pingree School also has the top seed time here in this final. And they're off. Delbarton, Pingree, and Pennington all in the mix. Lawrenceville in lane 1, Delbarton in lane 2, Pingree 3, Pennington 4. Rutgers Prep is 5, and Newark Academy 6. It is the Pingree School heading to Butterfly. Leading. Final swimmer in for the Pingree School. Can they beat their pool record that they set last year? 1:33.28 is the time to beat. It is going to be very close. They will not get the record time, but the Pingree School wins first place. And a time of 1:34.46. Another look at the finish for the Pingree School here in lane 3, with Pennington taking second in lane 4. And there in lane 2, the Delbarton School.
In third place, for the time of 1 minute 38.57 seconds, Delbarton. Could be top 3 teams. Please come back up here, please.
So that'll bring us to the 200-yard freestyle. We'll have 6 heats of 200-yard free. And as we just populated it, Pingree winning the 200-yard medley relay. They do award the trophies, or at least they announce them to the crowd here. The winners in the Prep Championship, the Pingree School leaders so far and winners of the 200-yard medley relay. 200-yard freestyle is next.
And in first place, the time of 1 minute 34.46 seconds.
And once again, here is your record for 200-yard freestyle here at the Lawrenceville School pool. 1:37.12 will be the time to beat. And the top seed this year is Logan Demore from Wardlaw Hartridge. He is also the top seed in another freestyle event, I believe 500 freestyle. Yep, that's correct. 500-yard freestyle. Logan Demore is the top seed there, as well as 200. We're not going to see him until the 6th heat, though.
The next event is the 200-yard freestyle relay. These 5 minutes start.
So it'll be Alex Bean of Blair Academy, the freshman, in lane number 1. Jack Sikat of Oratory Prep in lane number 2. Ro Attree of Rutgers Prep is in lane 3. Fernando Duran of St. Benedict's is in lane 4. And Julian Huang of Blair's in lane 5. Roe Atchery the lead with a first split of 29.03. Got Fernando Duran right with him. Julian Huang up there in the top tier as well. So it's Atchery, Duran, and Huang. Those three swimmers in the first heat of the 200-yard freestyle. Good turn there from Roe Atchery. And he takes that just a slight edge. Atchery does have the top seed time in this grouping, 2:14.48. And it will be Roe Atchery. Time of 2:09.06. And a look at the home stretch from that recent heat. There are your lane assignments for the second heat. It'll be Nate Corbett of MKA in lane 1. Alex Benanti of St. Benedict's Prep is in lane 2. John Grissinger of Pingree's in lane 3. Aiden Medina of Pennington, a sophomore, is in lane 4. Andrew Petty of Hun, senior, in lane 5. Christian Kunis of St. Benedict's, freshman, lane 6. First 4 lanes, pretty close, but the middle of the pool has the lead in lane number 4. Aiden Medina from Pennington. Medina and Grissinger, top seed times. .206 and 206.81 for Grissinger and Medina. Those are the numbers that they'll be challenging personally. It's Medina starting to pull away here, with John Grissinger firmly in second. And Medina does finish in a time of 2 minutes and 82. That is his fastest of the year. Second place to John Grissinger. Third place to Alex Benanti. Fourth place to Nate Corbett. Next up, heat 3 of 6. Nick Healy of Lawrenceville, senior, in lane 1. Botond Rice from Oratory Prep is in lane 2. Luke Cura of Hun is in lane 3. Luke Bernstein from Oratory Prep is in lane 4. Spencer Lindenberg of Newark Academy is in lane 5. And Michael Kratchy, Pennington, lane 6. Quarter of the way done the race. Strong start for Nick Healy, the senior from Lawrenceville. Away in the bottom lane, lane number 1. Luke Cura, the freshman from Hun, has emerged as the top swimmer here in this heat so far. 200-yard freestyle. We've got 2 more heats after this. It's Cura leading the formation here. 50 yards to go. Cura's top time, 2 minutes 13. And Luke Cura will get the victory here in this 3rd heat. His time, 1:59.27. Second place to Kratchy of Pennington, 3rd to Nick Healy, and 4th to Botond Rice. So there are your new names. Those times still apply to heat 3 of 4. We're on to heat 4 of 4. Matt Laws of Lawrenceville in lane 1. Eric Moldavino of Del Barton in lane 2. Jack Fancher of Pennington is in lane 3. Blake Hart of Pennington's in lane 4. Ford Collins of Lawrenceville in lane 5. And Will Wong, freshman from Newark Academy, is in lane 6. 50 yards down. Let's take a look at the split times as the swimmers hit the wall. It'll be Matt Laws with the lead, 25-12 as it pops up there. His 50-yard split. Laws from this angle, bottom of your screen, leading the way, Matt Laws. Jack Fancher of Pennington in lane number 3. Matt Laws trying to beat his own personal best time of the year, 1:58.63. Jack Fancher, 1:56.08. Fancher and Laws neck and neck here at the wall for the final time on this side of the pool. Besides the finish, final 50 yards. Laws staying right with Fancher. Blake Hart in the mix as well, but he doesn't look like he's going to have enough to catch either Laws or Fancher. Jack Fancher emerging as the leader. Final couple of strokes, and he hits the wall in a time of 1:55.67. Once again, your record is 137-12, set by C. Jacobs back in 1982 here at the Lawrenceville School Pool.
Please, audience, no flash photography.
Logan D'Amour is the top seed. He will be in lane 3. Chris Halata of Pingree, the junior, is in lane 1. Rob Alexi, freshman from Del Barton, in lane 2. Logan D'Amour, Wardlaw Hartridge, lane 3. Jerry O'Mara, junior from Pingree, in lane 4. Aiden Jalili, junior from Lawrenceville, is in lane 5. And Luke Francis, junior from Pingree, in lane 6. Logan D'Amour trying to beat his top time of 1:41.11. His battle at the moment's with Rob Alexi of Del Barton, the freshman. Those are your first two to hit the wall after this split. 27:41 for Will Crawl in lane 3. I gotta apologize here. We've got one more heat. I skipped a heat here. So this is actually, as you can see on your screen, that's what's correct. Nate Castamores of Blair's in lane 1. Alex Echo of Del Barton's in lane 2. Will Crawl is the leader at the moment. He's in lane 3. Colin Ferraher of Morristown Beard is in lane 4. Andrew Gaston, the junior from Del Barton, lane 5. And Brandon Cortez of Newark Academy in lane 6. This is the 5th heat of 6. Got ahead of myself there. And it is Will Crawl, the freshman from Newark Academy, who's going to win this heat with a sub 150 time. 1:49.38, 2 seconds better than his seed time. And there are your results from heat 5 of 6. So now we will have Chris Halata, the junior from Pingree, in lane 1. Rob Alexi, the freshman from Del Barton, next to him in lane number 2. Logan D'Amour, Wardlaw Hartridge, lane 3. Jerry O'Mara, junior from Pingree, in lane 4. Aiden Jalili, the junior from Lawrenceville, is in lane 5. And Luke Francis, junior from Pingree, in lane 6. Again, Logan D'Amour, your top seed, in lane 3 for Wardlaw Hartridge. Strong freestyle swimmer. Strong start for Rob Alexi, though. He's got the fastest 50. 23/100ths of a second better than Logan D'Amour after the first lap. Alexi in lane 2 and Logan D'Amour in lane 3. Then everyone else far behind. It's a two-man race. With the NJ Prep Championship in the 200-yard freestyle on the line here. D'Amour with a good turn. And his recent lap about a second better than Rob Alexi. That gives him the advantage going to the final 25. Logan D'Amour of Wardlaw Hartridge, winner in the 200-yard freestyle at this year's Preps. His time, 1:41.83. And this is what it looked like from the other angle coming down the stretch. So the win to Logan Demore. Does not beat his seed time, nor the pool record time.
Results of the 200-yard freestyle. In third place with a time of 1 minute 47.27 seconds from the Penguin School, Jerry O'Mara.
So here is, once again, a list of the winners so far. Pingree winning the 200-yard medley relay. Team of Roman Jones, Matt Fallon, Will Stearns, and Jerry O'Mara. 48 points for the Pingree School. And Logan Demore winning in the 200 freestyle relay. We will have updated team scores throughout this event. Of course, in the preps, you're scored in both the A and B division, depending on what school you are swimming for. Your A division schools: Blair, Del Barton, Hunn, Lawrenceville, Oratory, Pingree, and St. Benedict's. And your B division schools: Gill St. Bernard's, Montclair Kimberly, Morristown Baird, Newark Academy, Pennington, Rutgers Prep, and Wardlaw Hartridge. C200 individual medley is next. And the record also set by C. Jacobs from Germantown Academy back in 1983, 137.12. Matt Fallon this year is your top seed. So through two events, it is the Pingree School leading the whole field. 101 points for them. Del Barton with 84. No surprise with both those schools performing well. Lawrenceville in third with 64. Newark Academy in fourth with 63. So in the 200 individual medley, we're going to have 5 heats. First heat, John Hart of Oratory Prep in lane 1, Justin Correa of St. Benedict Senior in lane 2, Matt Janua, sophomore from Mo Baird, is in lane 3, Wesley Tse of Montclair Kimberly Academies in lane 4, and Ayush Ghosh, junior from Newark Academies in lane 5. Runaway win here for Matt Janua of Morristown Baird. Second place to Justin Correa, third to Ayush Ghosh. Here's the final touch-up for Correa. Fourth to Wesley Tse and fifth to John Hart. Next heat, 200-yard individual medley. And your names in your upper right portion. Rohan Jain in lane 1, Chris Long of Pennington's in lane 2. Jain, by the way, from Montclair Kimberly. Jack Hallinan, the junior from Lawrenceville's in lane 3. Patrick Harity of Oratory Prep in lane 4. Gavin Hart from Pennington is in lane 5, and Kellen Wang of Newark Academy is in lane 6. Back they come down the pool after approaching 50 yards. Again, lane 1 through 6, bottom to top. So in lane 3, it's Jack Hallinan who has the advantage. 46 seconds and counting into the race. Hallinan from Lawrenceville looking to beat his own personal best this year of 2:22.37. Jack Hallinan starting to pull away here. Next closest to him in lane number 5, and that is Gavin Hart. So those two names will be the ones that finish 1-2 here in this heat. And this is how it looked on the finish. Hallinan 2:16.09. Hart 2:17.08 for second place. Chris Long takes third, 2:21.97. Heat 3 of 5 here in 200 individual medley. Jaden Kim, sophomore from Del Barton in lane 1. Patrick Tarka from Oratory Prep is in lane 2. Nick Danko, freshman from Hun, in lane 3. Sammy Letterman, sophomore from Newark Academy in lane 4. Morgan Cecil, junior from Del Barton in lane 5. And David Gow, freshman from Lawrenceville, is in lane 6. Fastest start for Morgan Cecil, the junior from Del Barton. Still Morgan Cecil. About halfway done. Cecil challenging his seed time of 2:15.88. Nick Danko, the freshman from Hun, has the best seed time. He trails behind in fourth place at the moment, as Cecil and Sammy Letterman of Newark Academy emerge as the top two swimmers, with Patrick Tarka of Oratory Prep trailing in third. Tight race between Cecil and Letterman. It's the final 10 yards coming up. And Morgan Cecil will hang on for the victory. Your final 25 yards in that recent race, with Cecil in lane number 5 taking first, and Sammy Letterman trailing 2 seconds behind, 2:10.19 in lane 2. Taking second in lane 4. Patrick Tarka taking third, Nick Danko in fourth. That's what the placements look like in heat number 3. And now heat 4 coming up. See the names change. Ethan Rizzuto, senior from Pennington's in lane 1. Corbin Lukonski, a freshman from Del Barton in lane 2. Liam Rogers, junior from Pennington in lane 3. Kevin Gao, sophomore from Pingree in lane 4. Gabriel Huang, sophomore from Hun in lane 5. Ethan Lowe, junior Del Barton, lane 6. First to touch up, Lukonski. Top seed in this heat, Liam Rogers, 2:05.62 in lane 3. As they backstroke now in a pretty tight race so far. Liam Rogers looking strong in the backstroke. Pay attention to the pace times as they pop up on the scoreboard here. 32 seconds for Liam Rogers. And more than 2 seconds better than everyone else in the field. Backstroke clearly a strong stroke for him, and now he's looking comfortable here in Brest. Rogers and Kevin Gao, the sophomore from Pingree. 1 and 2 at the moment. It is Liam Rogers going to take first here in this heat, his season best of 2:04.87. And now we're ready for the final heat coming up. Your record by Jay Pryor from Germantown Academy in 1983. Top seed this year, Matt Fallon. He's going to be in lane number 3, also from the Pingree School. They're going to be represented well here in this final heat. Grayson Miller, junior from Lawrenceville, is in lane 1. Ali El Masri, sophomore from Newark Academy, is in lane 2. Matt Fallon, top seed by a wide margin. He's got 7 seconds over the next closest seed time. Again from Pingree in lane 3, Joe Castagno, junior from Pingree, is in lane 4. Anthony Acciani, senior from Pingree, is in lane 5. And Rafa Giangrande, sophomore from Lawrenceville, in lane 6. So 3 Pingree swimmers, 2 Lawrenceville swimmers, and a Newark Academy Minuteman. Starting with fly. Middle 3 lanes lead the way. Fallon, Castagno, and Ali El Masri, with Matt Fallon, as expected, in first place. Finishing up backstroke. And 2 more strokes to go for Fallon, starting with breast. Fallon 2 seconds better than Ali El Masri for the second best pace during the backstroke portion. Matt Fallon and then Joe Castagno, with Ali El Masri battling for 3rd with lane 6's Rafa Giangrande. 25 more yards for Matt Fallon. And Matt Fallon takes first with a time of 1:53:40. And once again, the Pingree School wins a race here at the NJ Preps. First place to Fallon, second place to Castagno, third goes to Ali El Masri, and fourth place to Anthony Acciani. Rafa Giangrande and Grayson Miller also finishing up. Remember, there's point totals that are awarded based on where you finish. So even if you don't hit first place, battling out for 3rd, 4th, 5th, what have you, will award your team more points. And the team standings are calculated here, both for Prep A and Prep B. So we are done with 200-yard individual medley. And Matt Fallon has put himself on the leaderboard here, the winner in the 200 individual medley, joining Logan Demore and the Pingree relay team. And Fallon did participate in that relay race. He was the second swimmer of the 4. It's a good start to the NJ Preps here at the Lawrenceville School for the Pingree School, and Matt Fallon in particular, with already 2 first-place finishes. And he is scheduled to swim in a few more events. 50-yard freestyle is going to be next. And then we're going to have a 20-minute break following 50-yard free.
Event 4, boys 50-yard freestyle, heat 1.
50-yard freestyle with your top seed, also the record holder. Last year, it was David Curtis of the Pennington School who set the pool record, 20:04. And this year he's coming in with a seed time better than that, 19.7. So we wait to see him in the 8th heat. But this is the first, so plenty of time to go. Lane number 1, Jack Sakat of Oratory Prep. Lane 2, Noel Rios of St. Benedict's. Lane 3, Amon Druve of Oratory. Dario Guzman of St. Benedict's Preps in lane 4, and Timothy Kling from Oratory Preps in lane 5. Down and back, already done, and first place there goes to lane number 2 and Noel Rios with a 28:25. Colm Lovett of Hun in lane 1. Ashkay Patel of GSB in lane 2. John Hanna of Morristown Baird in lane 3. Matthew Sebastian of Del Barton in lane 4. Rohit Sinha of MKA lane 5. And Ryan Brandel of GSB in lane number 6. Win to John Hanna. 26:65 for him. Matthew Sebastian taking second. Coming up to heat 3 of 8. Lane number 1 here in this heat. Tyler Catapano of Del Barton. Jake Baber, Gil St. Bernard's in lane 2. Justin Lee, sophomore from Pingree in lane 3. Anton Volchenkov from Pingree in lane 4. Zach Rempel, sophomore from Morristown Bairds in lane 5. And Jack Hartman, sophomore from Hun in lane 6. And the win to Anton Volchenkov from the Pingree School.
Now swimming in lane 1, soloistic freestyle period. Lane 2, control Kenya. Lane 3, Fiorello, Marcus Prep. Lane 4, Rush Junior, Hunter Kenya. Lane 5, Smith, Hunter Kenya. Lane 6, Cross Morgan.
A win here for Alex Corfage of MKA. And a very tightly contested race there, with second place going to Matt Faust in lane 6.
Event forward, heat 5.
Here's heat 5. Ty Lorenz of Newark Academies in lane 1. Robert Brandel of Gill St. Bernard's in lane 2. Luca Moretti, senior from Newark Academy in lane 3. Jaden Wen, sophomore from Hun in lane 4. Ethan Redner, senior from Rutgers Prep in lane 5. And Austin Liu, freshman from Newark Academy, is in lane 6.
Now swimming in lane 1, Lawrence from Newark. Lane 2, Brandon from Gill St. Bernard's. In lane 3, Monetti from Newark. Lane 4, Newman from Hun. In lane 5, Redmond from Rutgers Prep. Lane 6, Louis from Newark.
Robert Brandel just gets there ahead of Jaden Wen and Luca Moretti.
Event forward, heat 6.
Those are your names in heat 6 of 8. Jack Patel of Lawrenceville's in lane 1. James Meek from Rutgers Prep in lane 2. Colin Farraher from Morristown Bairds in lane 3. Aiden Stockhausen, senior from Blair, in lane 4. Vedran Javoje from Del Barton, the freshman's in lane 5. And Amon Moore from St. Benedict's Prep in lane number 6. Aiden Stockhausen gets the victory for Blair Academy. Stockhausen first, second to James Meek, third place Colin Farraher. And this is how it looked, the final touch. Here is heat 7, as the sprints allow us to fly through the 50-yard freestyle. Mark Usiskin of Pennington will be in lane 1. Ryan Park of Del Barton in lane 2. Felix Zhao of Lawrenceville in lane 3. Timothy Barry of Lawrenceville lane 4. Jason He, sophomore from Rutgers Prep, in lane 5. And Aiden Davis, senior from St. Benedict's, in lane 6. Here they come. First place to Jason He. Felix Zhao in lane number 3 taking second. And your final heat coming up. 50-yard freestyle, David Curtis. He's going to be in lane 3. So see his head popping up there. He gets up on the platform in a moment. Be two Pennington swimmers in the middle of the pool, Ben Eckerson and David Curtis. off they go. David Curtis setting the record last year. His seat time would be a record. Here comes David Curtis. And David Curtis will do it in a time of 21:01. So he does not defeat his own personal record, but he does pick up first place points for the Pennington School. Second place to Oliver Gassman of Pennington. Third goes to Ben Eckerson. Fourth to Will Stearns. Fifth to Marvin Dominguez, and sixth, Reed McBoyle. So we're through the 50-yard freestyle. I believe we're going to have a exhibition 50-yard free before they do take a 20-minute break. So they announce them here. As the Pennington School Red Raiders take first, second, and third with Curtis, Eckerson, and Gassman. As Curtis gets awarded his time in the sun, they are standing on that lane 1 platform. So congratulations to David Curtis and the Pennington School Red Raiders. This is going to be an exhibition 50-yard freestyle. No listing of swimmers on our heat sheet here.
Exhibition, 50-yard freestyle.
So we'll see if they do have those names on the scoreboard. Exhibition 50-yard freestyle, and the win to the Pingree School. And we don't have the names for these exhibition swimmers. We do have the team totals through 50-yard freestyle. The Pingree School leading the way, 196, Pennington 159, Lawrenceville 147, and Del Barton 122. Those are your top 4 with Newark Academy coming in at 95 points.
Exhibition, heat 3.
So Pingree, Pennington, and Lawrenceville so far the strongest squads here in the NJ Preps, deepest squads too. They're represented by a large roster. And sometimes in these team-scored events, it is the depth that is just as important as the talent. But the Pingree School certainly has both leading the field. Another heat of the exhibition 50-yard freestyle.
Exhibition, heat 4.
All right, heat 5 of 5 in the exhibition yard freestyle. We finally do have the names. Philip Holfeld of Pennington's in lane 1. Alper Canberk, junior from Lawrenceville in lane 2. Henry Giangrande, senior from Lawrenceville in lane 3. Demetris Stefandis, freshman from the Big Red of Lawrenceville in lane 4. Deep Patel, senior from Pennington in lane 5. And James Thomas, freshman, Pingree, lane 6. 24-31 for Henry Giangrande of Lawrenceville. And that is the final heat of the 50-yard exhibition time trials.
There will now be a 20-minute break.
So there's going to be a 20-minute break here at the Lawrenceville School. We will take it as well and come back with more here on Play by Play Sports Network. 100 fly, 100 free, 500 free, 200 free relay, 100 back, 100 breast, all to come. And they finish up this Boys Prep Championship meet with the 400-yard freestyle relay. So until then, we take a break, and we'll see you in about 20 minutes. welcome you back here in the middle of the first heat of the 100-yard butterfly. 7 heats here and just 3 swimmers this time with Amon Druve, Sean Meyer, and Matt Accardo. Druve and Meyer from Oratory and Accardo from Del Barton. And at the end, it is Sean Meyer. 119.22. Your record set by the Pingree Schools. Wilson, 49.22 back in 2006. And Oliver Gassman is the top seed this year. Well, if he beats his seed time, will certainly threaten that pool record. Heat 2 of 7, 4 swimmers this time. In lane 2, Mike Liakopoulos, sophomore from Pennington. And check that, Liakopoulos not in the pools. Late scratch, Giovanni Castro in lane 3. Mick Patonker of Morristown Bears in lane 4, and Julian Huang, freshman from Blair's, in lane 5. Race between Castro and Patonker. Mick Patonker, with Giovanni Castro making a late push and getting in there just ahead of Patonker. Tight finish there as we got one more look. Castro, a little burst of speed at the end to get in there ahead for first place. Heat 3 of 7, Wesley C. of MKA in lane 1. Rohan Sinha of MKA is in lane 2. Jack Mahoney, freshman from Lawrenceville, in lane 3. Ayush Ghost, junior from Newark Academies, in lane 4. Hunter Zinowich, junior from Del Barton, in lane 5. And Houston Holford, sophomore from Lawrenceville, is in lane 6. It's Zinowich in lane number 5, fighting for first place. But Ayush Ghost finishes that first split strong. Ghost in first, and then lanes 2 and 5 in the forms of Rohan Sinha and Hunter Zinowich battling for second place. As they finish up. And here's a look at the win for Ayush Ghost, junior from Newark Academy. Brings up heat number 4. Deep Patel, senior from Pennington, in lane 1. George Bailey, junior Hun, Lane 2, Jack Hartman, sophomore from Hun in lane 3. Alex Corfidge, junior from MKA in lane 4. Elvis Vintamilla, freshman from St. Benedict's in lane 5. And Jaden Nguyen, sophomore from Hun, is in lane 6. Halfway done the race. And it's George Bailey and Elvis Vintamilla will lead the charge here. Coming up on the final 25. And the win goes to Elvis Vintamilla of St. Benedict's Prep. And this is what it looked like. So on to heat 5 of 7. Ryan Smith will be in lane 1, junior from Del Barton. Anthony Kunas, senior from St. Benedict's in lane 2. Kieran Hamilton, sophomore from Lawrenceville in lane 3. Severin Inhat, senior from Pennington in lane 4. Alex Benanti, sophomore from St. Benedict's in lane 5. And Kellen Wang, senior from Newark Academy, is in lane 6. Anthony Kunas from St. Benedict's ahead of everyone else. Closest to him is Hamilton. Kieran from Lawrenceville. Kunas looking to beat his seed time of 1:01.87. But here comes Kieran Hamilton of Lawrenceville, and Hamilton will come from behind for the victory. See Hamilton here in lane 3 approaching the flags. It was still Hamilton trailing in second, and he had a lot left in the tank to get in ahead of Kunas by a second. So very impressive finish for the hometown kid, Kieran Hamilton. Heat 6 of 7. Going to be Sammy Letterman of Newark Academy in lane 1. Jeremy Martino, sophomore from Rutgers Prep, in lane 2. Morgan Cecil, junior from Del Barton, in lane 3. Raghav Cholapati, sophomore from MKA, in lane 4. Ian Bell, freshman from Newark, in lane 5. And Peter Youssef, sophomore from Pingree, in lane number 6. It's Morgan Cecil and Raghav Cholapati. But those middle 4 lanes all in the mix. Going to be close coming down to the wire here. Morgan Cecil trying to hang on. And Cecil does get in at a time of 56:07. Second place to Cholapati. Third place, Jeremy Martino. Fourth place to Ian Bell. As once again we look at the record and top seed for the championship race here. Heat 7 of 7. Oliver Gassman will be in lane number 3. And he's looking to defeat the record time, 49:22. After 50 yards, it is Oliver Gassman and Roman Jones, lanes 3 and 4. Ahead of everyone else. Gonna touch the wall for the final turn. Gassman and Jones feeding off each other. Here comes the ending of 100-yard butterfly. It is Oliver Gassman who gets in there for the victory at 50-61. Second place to Roman Jones. Third place to Will Stearns. Fourth place to Tyler Headley. Fifth place, Timothy Barry. And sixth to Ben Ford of Rutgers Prep. So once again, look at your winners. That's 2 events in a row where Pennington has come out victorious. Gassman actually scored points. He was in the top 3 of the 50-yard freestyle, and then the next event, he takes first place points in the 100-yard fly. Your award presentation here. Oliver Gassman announced as the winner in the 100-yard butterfly. Congratulations to Mr. Gassman. The 100-yard freestyle is next. Record set long time ago by A. Cone, 43.99 from Penn Charter here at the Lawrenceville School. We'll have 8 heats of 100-yard freestyle. First heat has Luke Mariak of Gill St. Bernard's in lane 1. Zachary Severins of MKA, a junior, in lane 2. Julian Howe, freshman from MKA, in lane 3. Mike DeSimone, junior from Mo Baird, in lane 4. And Aiden Brundrit, senior from MKA, is in lane number 5. Zachary Severins leads this grouping of swimmers. And Severins will take first in a time of 1:01.64. Second place, coming in 6 seconds behind him, Julian Howe. Third place to Mike D. Simone. Aiden Brundritz taking fourth, and Luke Mariak of GSB taking fifth. Names changed for the next heat. There they are. Andrew Wong of Pingree has the top seed time. So Colm Lovett of Hun is in lane 1. Jonathan Zulo, senior from Rutgers Preps, in lane 2. Andrew Wong is in lane 3 from Pingree. Johnny Lang, freshman from Del Barton, in lane 4. Christian Kunis, freshman from St. Benedict's, is in lane 5. Dario Guzman, senior from St. Benedict's, is in lane number 6. Andrew Wong's got the lead with Johnny Lang taking second and Christian Kunis taking third. Jonathan Zulo comes in for fourth.
Event 6, Heat 3.
On to the third heat. Demetris Stefandis, freshman from Lawrenceville, in lane 1. Ro Atchery, sophomore Rutgers Prep, in lane 2. Botund Rice from Oratory in lane 3. Michael Cratchy, junior from Pennington, in lane 4. Andrew Petty, senior from Hun, in lane 5. And Aiden Medina, sophomore from Pennington's, in lane 6. By the way, we do have the updated team standings. The Pingree School, 266 points, well ahead of second place Pennington at 187. Newark Academy has the top score for B schools at 115. Matthew Ma here in this heat will take fourth. Pretty tightly contested there.
Event 6, Heat 4.
It was Demetris Stefandis did get the win there. Adrian Masowit will be in lane 1 for this heat. Adrian Masowit in lane 1. Spencer Lindenberg of Newark Academy's in lane 2. Vedran Givoje of Del Barton's in lane 3. Luke Bernstein from Oratory Prep in lane 4. Jonathan Osma from Gill St. Bernard's in lane 5. And Kostiantin Rogankov, a senior from Pennington, is in lane number 6. Lane 3's Vedran Givoji from Del Barton has the top seed time in the race, and the freshman leads the field at the moment. And it is a win for Vedran Gavoji, 53.06, better than his seed time.
Event 6, Heat 5.
54.74 was the seed time, and he puts in a 53.06. Like lane 1 fell in the pool.
Now swimming in lane 1, Camper from Lawrenceville. Lane 2, Long from Pennington. And lane 3,
In lane number 1, Alper Canberk. In lane 2, Chris Long from Pennington. Lane 3, Jason He for Rutgers Prep. Lane 4, Luca Moretti, senior from Newark Academy. In lane 5, Rin Mori, freshman from Blair. In lane 6, it's Nate Castamore, senior from Blair. Jason He, sophomore from Rutgers Prep, and then everyone else. At the moment, 45 seconds and counting. So first place goes to Jason He. Second place, Nate Castamore. Third to Rin Mori. Blair taking second and third. Fourth to Luca Moretti. With our next heat ready to get underway. Kyle Rothland of Oratory Prep is in lane 1. Jack Patel, freshman from Lawrenceville, is in lane 2. Anthony Kunis, senior from St. Benedict's, is in lane 3. James Meek, senior from Rutgers Prep, is in lane 4. Robert Brandel from Gill St. Bernard's is in lane 5. And Jason Zhang, junior from Pingree, in lane 6. Not much to separate after 50, but Jack Patel got there first. Good turn, though, for lane number 4, and that's James Meek, senior from Rutgers Prep. And Jack Patel with Kyle Rothland also right there. Exciting finish in this one. And the win goes to Jack Patel.
Event 6, Heat 7.
So lane number 2 there, coming in just ahead of lane 4 and James Meek. So heat 7 of 8. Aiden Stockhausen of Blair, senior in lane 1. Ryan Kim, sophomore from Newark Academy, in lane 2. Terry Luongo, junior from Mo Baird, in lane 3. Alex Echo, freshman from Del Barton, in lane 4. Samuel Ilagan from Oratory Preps in lane 5. Mark Osiskin, junior from the Pennington School, is in lane 6. Aiden Stockhausen, the best start so far, the senior from Blair Academy, in lane number 1. Here they come down to the wire. Looks like it's Stockhausen's race to lose, and it is Stockhausen who comes in with the victory. And here's how it looks. Strong race from Aiden Stockhausen with a 50.02. So now it is the final heat. David Curtis is the top seed in lane 3. Reed McBoyle of Pingree in lane 1. Jerry O'Mara of Pingree in lane 2. David Curtis is in lane 3 from Pennington. Jack Alexi from Del Barton in lane 4. Marvin Dominguez, senior from Lawrenceville in lane 5. Rafa Giangrande, sophomore from Lawrenceville, is in lane 6. Jack Alexi has the lead. Final 25 coming. Alexi from Del Barton gonna upset David Curtis for the victory in the 100-yard freestyle. His time, 44.80. A season best for Alexi, with second place going to David Curtis and third place to Jerry O'Mara, fourth to Marvin Dominguez, and fifth to Rafa Giangrande, with Reed McBoyle, again, still going to score points, even though he came in last in the final heat. A 50.38 for him. But the winning time, 44.80 for Jack Alexi. We'll have 500-yard freestyle next, and the 200-yard freestyle relay, 100 back, 100 breast, and the afternoon into evening finishes with 400-yard freestyle relay.
In third place, with a time of 47.62 from the Pingree School, Jerry O'Mara. In second place, with a time of 46.91 seconds from the Pingree School, David Curtis. And in first place, from Del Barton, with a time of 44.80 seconds, Jack Alexi.
Jack Alexi, your winner for Del Barton in the 100-yard freestyle. 500 free is next. Another long-time record, 4:26.45 here at the pool, set by Hackett of Fordham back in 1977. Logan Demore is the top seed in this race. The winner in the 200-yard freestyle. To be the first winner of two individual events here in the NJ Preps. Six heats of 500-yard freestyle, so settle in for the longest event of the NJISAA Boys Swim Championships. Your team rankings through event 6. Pingree School 303, Pennington 220, Lawrenceville 214, Del Barton 175, and Newark Academy 124. And a half minutes into this one, and a large lead for Leandro Cordoba of St. Benedict's Prep. Leandro Cordoba of St. Benedict's Prep. Justin Correa also in the pool for St. Benedict's Prep, and Alex Batoro for Pennington. Cordoba coming back to the other two swimmers just a bit. Bell indicating the final 50 yards. Alex Batoro gets in there first with a time of 6:16.66. Leandro Cordoba taking second, and Justin Correa in third. That is heat 1 of 6, and now on to heat 2 of 6 in 500-yard freestyle.
Now swimming in lane 2, Jane from Montclair Kimberly. Lane 3, Dixon from Morristown Clear. Lane 4, Corbett from Montclair Kimberly. Lane 5, Ron from St. Benedict's.
Here in heat 2 of 6, you have Rohan Jain of MKA in lane 1, Matt Dixter of Mo Baird in lane 2, Nate Corbett Jr. from MKA in lane 4. It's actually Jain in lane 2 and Dixter in lane 3. Corbett in lane 4, and Fernando Duran, sophomore from St. Benedict's, is in lane 5. Dixter. A couple seconds of pace better than Nate Corbett and Fernando Duran. Dixter in cruise control here. From Morristown Bear. There's the bell. Final 50 yards coming up for Dixter. Should be fairly comfortable of a finish for him. The hold off Rowan Jane. It is Matt Dixter, first place, 5:47.05. Fernando Duran comes in 3 seconds later, 5:50.09. And Nate Corbett at 5:57.94. Here's heat 3 of 6. Demetris Stefandis of Lawrenceville's in lane 1. Ro Atri of Rutgers Prep's in lane 2. Botond Rice of Oratories in lane 3. Michael Kratchy of Pennington's in lane 4. Andrew Petty of the Hunt School of Princeton's in lane 5. And Aiden Medina, the sophomore from Pennington, in lane number 6. First time we've seen a full pool through the first few heats of 500 freestyle. Two, 3, 4, and 6, all right there. Atri, Rice, Kratchy, and Medina. Minute and a half through the race. this heat finishes up, it's Michael Cratchy ahead of Botan Rice. 5:31.87 for Cratchy, and Rice with a 5:32.50. Aiden Medina, 5:35.18. Here are your team totals so far. Up through 6 events, not including the 500-yard freestyle, of course.
Now swimming in lane 1, Laws from Lawrenceville. In lane 2, Wong from Lakewood. In lane 3, Thomas from Pingree. In lane 4, Tarka from Oratory Prep. In lane 6, Kura, Hunt.
Here in lane heat 4 of 6, Matt Laws of Lawrenceville. Lane 1, Will Wong, freshman from Newark Academies in lane 2. James Thomas, freshman from Pingree in lane 3. Patrick Tarka of Oratory Prep is in lane 4, and Luke Cura from Hun is in lane 6. Patrick Tarka has first place over James Thomas. With the 11th lap completed. Matt Laws also right there. Patrick Tarka has a seat time of 5:26.64. And he leads the field, 15 laps done. Here comes the bell for Patrick Tarka. Battle for second in this heat between Will Wong in lane 2, James Thomas in lane 3, and Luke Cura in lane number 6. Tarka cruising to first place. And Tarka will eclipse his best time of the season by 4 seconds. 5:21.59 for Patrick Tarka. $5:24.51 for James Thomas, and third place to Will Wong at $5:24.56. Luke Cura taking fourth. 2 more heats of 500-yard freestyle. Kieran Hamilton of Lawrenceville is in lane 1. Peter Youssef, sophomore from Pingree, in lane 2. Andrew Gaston, junior from Del Barton, in lane 3. Dylan Zwali from Oratory Prep is in lane 4. Jack Fancher, senior from Pennington, in lane 5. And Eric Moldavino, sophomore from Del Barton, is in lane 6. Best start for Peter Youssef, sophomore from Pingree. And now Andrew Gaston and Dylan Zwali, as well as Peter Youssef. They lead the field, that trio, lanes 2, 3, and 4. Gaston and Zwali pulling ahead of Peter Youssef. Gaston coming in a seat time of 5:11.94, the junior from Del Barton, and Dylan Zwali a seat time of 5:13.58. Still over 2 minutes of swimming to go for Zwali and Gaston. It is Zwali taking clear possession of first place. Number 13 dropped down in the pool. Dylan Zwali from Oratory Prep. He is increasing his pace here as the lead widens. 31-13, his recent 50 split. Better than Andrew Gaston's 32-26. Peter Youssef a 33-35. Jack Fancher is making a move in lane number 5 for Pennington. And still in fourth place behind Zwali, Gaston, and Youssef. Zwali here's the bell for 50 yards left. Personal time to beat 5:13:58. And Dylan Zwali will get there in that time. It looks like a time of 5:09:59 for first place in the second to last heat. Second to Andrew Gaston, 5:14:50. With Youssef taking third at 5:17:56 and Fancher taking fourth at 5:19:72. So here comes the sixth and final heat. Once again, your top seed is Logan D'Amour. Lane number 3. Right side of your screen with that green Wardlaw Hartridge cap on. Gonna be tough to beat the record time of 4:26:45, which has stood for nearly 50 years. So it's Aiden Jalili of Lawrenceville in lane 1. He's a junior. Anthony Acciani of Pingree, the senior, is in lane 2. Logan D'Amour from Wardlaw Hartridge is in lane 3. Rob Alexi of Del Barton, the freshman's in lane 4. Chris Halata, junior from Pingree, in lane 5. And Will Crawl, freshman from Newark Academy, is in lane 6. It is D'Amour with the fastest time so far. 27:74 with that pace. And first place at the moment. D'Amour swam a 5:32:33 at the Speedo Winter Junior Nationals in Atlanta, Georgia. For Fanwood Scotch Plains YMCA. Rob Alexi competed in the NJEX Holiday Classic for the Somerset Hills YMCA and swam a 4:37.20. He's in second, well behind Logan Demore. Demore's pace at 28.66, Alexi 29.18. Here comes Demore and Alexi in the middle of the pool. .28.75 for Demore, so he's increasing his time. So is Rob Alexi, though, 29.03. Gonna need more than that to catch Logan. Demore going to go swim at Emory in 2024. He will graduate. So Logan Demore, a senior at Wardlaw Hartridge. We're going to finish off his senior career with another prep championship. Final stretch for Logan Demore. And he will easily take first place in the 500-yard freestyle. The time of 4:40.88. Rob Alexi from Del Barton comes in at a time of 4:46.36. Will Crawl, the last to finish up. And there is your scoreboard. And the results in the 500-yard freestyle. That is 6 heats of 500-yard free. So our longest event has been completed.
The results of the 500-yard freestyle. In the third place, with time of 4 minutes and 54.78 seconds from the Peabody School.
Award ceremony here for 500-yard freestyle. So for the second time, Logan Demore gets to stand
upon the platform in lane 1 to represent first place. The win for the Wardlaw Hartridge swimmer in the 200 freestyle and 500 freestyle. So you see 200-yard freestyle relay is next, followed by 100-yard back, 100-yard breast, and 400 freestyle relay.
Event A, boys 200-yard freestyle relay, heat 1.
So 400-yard freestyle relay, Gill St. Bernard's, MKA, and the Hunt School of Princeton will be your 3 teams in the first heat.
Now swimming in lane 2, North Run, period. Lane 3, Gill St. Bernard's. In lane 4, Claire Taylor Lee Academy.
Gill St. Bernard's strong lead here in this 400-yard freestyle relay. We have 3 heats. Top seed overall is the Pingree School. They'll swim in the 3rd heat.
Event 8, heat 2.
200 freestyle relay done. Gill St. Bernard's with a 1:40.94. Morristown Bear taking 2nd, and MKA taking 3rd. Heat 2 of 3 will feature Rutgers Prep, Oratory Prep, Blair Academy, and the Hunt School of Princeton.
Now swimming in lane 2, Rutgers Prep. In lane 3, Oratory Prep. In lane 4, Blair. In lane 5, Hunt.
Your top seed, by the way, is the Pennington School. They'll swim in heat number 3. Here in this 2nd heat, Rutgers Prep gets off to the fastest start, and they're on to the 2nd swimmers. Third swimmer's coming up, still Rutgers Prep with Oratory in 2nd. Oratory has caught Rutgers Prep. And so has the Hunt School of Princeton. Blair Academy trailing in 4th with the Argonauts fading. Oratory Prep with their anchor swimmer in the pool. trying to hold on to this lead in the second heat. So here's the final heat. The top seeds Pennington. They're trying to beat Pingree's record in 2015, 125-39. Here are your team totals. Just a look at those before we get through to this final event. And another addition of points will happen. Newark Academy's in lane 1, Lawrenceville lane 2, Pennington lane 3, Pingree in lane 4, Del Barton's in lane 5, and St. Benedict's Prep out of Newark, New Jersey is in lane number 6. Pennington has the best 50 to start. Pingree's right there with them, middle of the pool. A race between Pennington and Pingree. Lawrenceville and Del Barton battling for third. Pennington pulls ahead. And Pennington will take first place. Their time, 1:26.16. So it is the best time of the year for this Pennington squad. Second going to Pingree, third to Lawrenceville, and fourth to Del Barton. Look at the finish. David Curtis doing the anchoring for the Red Raiders. So that is the second relay that we've completed. We've got one more. We'll have the 400 freestyle relay. And here are your winners of all the events so far. Again, David Curtis winning the 50-yard freestyle. Record setter last year in that event. And he swims 50-yard freestyle in the final leg of the 200 freestyle relay. Here's the award ceremony for the 200 freestyle relay.
In second place, with time of 1 minute 29.12 seconds, the Pingree School is and in first place, with time of 1 minute 26.16 seconds, the Pennington School. Next up is the 100-yard.
So congratulations to the Pennington School. Winners in the 200 freestyle relay. On to 100-yard backstroke. We will have 7 heats of 100-yard back.
Event 9, boys 100-yard backstroke, heat 1.
Jack Alexi's the top seed. Jack Alexi is also the record holder. Set in 2018. 49.67 is what he's going to be looking to beat, but that's not till heat 7 of 7.
Now swimming in lane 1.
For now, it's Zach Sevens in lane 1. Sean Meyer of Oratory Prep in lane 2. Andrew Hamoro of Hun in lane 3. Kevin Yang of Hun in lane 4. Matt Ellerthorpe, Morristown Baird in lane 5. And Cormac Gladys of Pennington in lane 6. It's Gladys for Pennington in lane number 6. Taking first here in this first heat is time 1:18:32.
Event 9, heat 2.
After this heat, we'll have an updated look at the team totals.
Now swimming in lane 1, Looney, Oratory Prep. In lane 2, Matthews from Gilson.
Heat 2 of 6 features Nicholas Looney of Oratory Prep in lane 1, Evan Matthews of Gill St. Bernard's in lane 2, Roger Miller of St. Benedict's in lane 3, Akshay Patel of Gill St. Bernard's in lane 4, Noel Rios of St. Benedict's in lane 5. And Gabriel Martinez, a freshman for St. Benedict's in lane 6. Roger Miller, the senior from St. Benedict's, is on top. His seed time is 1:16:52. Final 25 yard for him. And he finishes in 1:11:35. That's good for his best time of the season. Team totals at the moment, the Pingree School by far in first place. They've pretty much got the championship for the A division wrapped up. Second place still up for grabs. Pennington, Lawrenceville, and Del Barton all right there to try to take second. Pennington and Lawrenceville, look at them, within 11 points of each other. Newark Academy at the moment, they are the B leaders. Rutgers Prep 60 points behind, with Oratory, St. Benedict's, Hun, and Mo Baird finishing up the leaderboard. That is through 7 events. Emmett Price of Del Barton is a freshman in lane 1. Sadev Patel is a junior from Pingree in lane 2. Rohan Sinha, senior from MKA, he's in lane 3. Kevin Lee, freshman from Del Barton, is in lane 4. Rohit Sinha, senior from MKA, is in lane 5. And Ethan Redner, senior from Rutgers Prep, in lane 6. Sadev Patel. That's the victory there. Kevin Lee comes in second. Rohit Sinha third. And there's the finish for Patel. His time 105.80. Heat 4 will feature Matt Faust of Wardlaw Hartridge in lane 1, David Gow of Lawrenceville, freshman, in lane 2, Jonathan Osma from Gil St. Bernard's is in lane 3, Austin Liu, freshman from Newark Academy, in lane 4, Elvis Vintamilla, freshman from St. Benedict's, is in lane 5, and Brandon Lowe, freshman from Del Barton, in lane 6. Austin Liu leads the way so far. And Austin Liu will take second behind Jonathan Osma. Pretty close in the end here, but it is Osma who touches up first. Another edition of 100-yard backstroke. Blake Hart, a senior from Pennington's, in lane 1. Nick Danko, freshman from Hun, in lane 2. Jason Zhang, Junior from Pingree in lane 3. Rin Mori, freshman from Blair in lane 4. Raghav Sholapati, sophomore from MKA's in lane 5. And Ford Collins, the freshman from Lawrenceville, in lane 6. Rin Mori for Blair Academy, leading after 50 yards, but in a battle with Nick Danko of the Hun School of Princeton. Come down to the end here, and Rin Mori of Blair, 58-80 to 58-86. Very close. And worth another look from this angle. Ren Mori just getting there and holding off the Hun School of Princeton's Nick Danko. Here's the next heat. Second to last. Ethan Rizzuto, a senior from Pennington in lane 1. Felix Tsao, junior from Lawrenceville's in lane 2. Henry Giangrande, senior from Lawrenceville in lane 3. Ryan Kim, sophomore from Newark Academy, is in lane 4. Jeremy Martino, sophomore from Rutgers Preps in lane 5. And Dylan Zwali from Oratory Prep is in lane 6. What a start here for Felix Tsao, the junior from Lawrenceville. He is well ahead of the pack. A 27:20, more than 1.7 seconds better than second place, which would be Dylan Zwali. But it will be Felix Tsao's race to lose. And Tsao touches up. And a time of 56:75. Here's lane 2. Replay of the finish here. Again, it's Jack Alexi of Del Barton, the top seed and the record holder here at the Lawrenceville pool. Alexi's in lane 3. Ben Tom Ford of Rutgers Prep is in lane 1. Roman Jones, the freshman for Pingree's, in lane 2. Jack Alexi, Del Barton Jr. in lane 3. Ben Eckerson, junior from Pennington, lane 4. Tyler Headley, a sophomore from Pingree's, in lane 5, and Terry Luongo, the junior from Baird, is in lane 6. Good start for Jack Alexi, but Ben Eckerson even better. Eckerson of Pennington and Alexi of Del Barton, the two juniors battling in the middle of the pool, and it's going to come down to the end. It will be Ben Eckerson who gets in there just ahead of Jack Alexi in a time of 49:25. It is a new pool record. So congratulations to Ben Eckerson of the Pennington School, defeating Jack Alexi and breaking his record. 49:40 for Jack Alexi, which would have been a record as well. Or maybe being next to Ben Eckerson helped to give Eckerson a little bit of a boost there. Eckerson swimming well and taking home first place. So Ben Eckerson now on the winning board. And help the Pennington School further secure second place. That might be a little too far behind the Pingree School. And here's the award ceremony.
In second place, with a time of 49.40 seconds, Rundell Martin, Jack Alexi. And in first place, with a time of 49.25 seconds, a new pool and meet record, Ben Eckerson.
Pool and meet record for Ben Eckerson. Tough one to swallow for Jack Alexi, seeing his record fall and falling in second place. But remember, they're both juniors, so Alexi will have another year to reclaim the crown. One more individual event before we finish the afternoon, well, almost evening, with the 400 freestyle relay. We've got the 100-yard breaststroke coming up.
Now swimming in lane 2, Hugh from Montclair. Lane 3, Solowski from Morrison.
Julian Howe of MKA's in lane 2. Thomas Sololowski, senior from Mo Baird, is in lane 3. And Noah Weinberg, sophomore from MKA's in lane 4. Thomas Sololowski, the time of 1:23:07 is the winner there. Here's the next heat. See the swimmers on the scoreboard.
lane 1, Yang from Hunt. In lane 2, Portelli from Morrison Beard. In lane 3, Dexter from Morrison Beard. In lane 4, Twin from Oratory Park. In lane 5, Commonwealth from Hunt. In lane 6, Bean from Weber.
Matt Dixter will take first place here in this heat. And his time coming up on 1:18:34. Team totals through event 9. And the Pingree School looking like they're going to take home the Prep A championship win. With Newark Academy holding 40 over Rutgers Prep on the B side. Second of 7 heats, Kevin Yang of Hun is in lane 1. Archie Corteil, junior from Mo Baird's in lane 2. Matt Dixter, freshman from Mo Baird, is in lane 3. Timothy Kling from Oratory Preps in lane 4. Andrew Hamuro, freshman from Hun's in lane 5. Alex Bean, the freshman for Blair's in lane 6. Scratch that, my mistake. This is heat 3 of 7, so the names you see on the board are the right one. Matt Janua of Mo Baird is in lane 1. Owen Davis of Del Barton's in lane 2. Jasper Spitz of MKA is in lane 3. John Hart of Oratory in lane 4. Drew Kapoor of Newark in lane 5, and Ryan Brandel of Gill St. Bernard's in lane 6. And a close race in lanes 2 and 3 between Davis and Spitz. It will be Jasper Spitz, the time 1:14:41, 0.08 of a second better than Owen Davis. You saw in the replay how close that was. Heat 4 of 7 now. Max Gibbard of Pennington's in lane 1. Tim Riley of Pennington, a senior, in lane 2. Giovanni Castro, freshman from Rutgers Prep, in lane 3. Patrick Harity from Oratory Preps in lane 4. Rafael Rios, senior from St. Benedict's, in lane 5. Adrian Massouet. Gill St. Bernard's is in lane 6. Castro, Harity, Rios, all in the mix for first place, as well as Tim Riley. It might even be Tim Riley, and it is for first. Riley here on the near side of your screen on the replay, getting that victory. Heat 5 of 7. George Bailey of Hun in lane 1. Jack Mahoney of Lawrenceville, a freshman in lane 2. Corbin Lukonski from Del Barton, and a freshman in lane 3. Jaden Kim, sophomore from Del Barton in lane 4. Gabriel Huang, sophomore from Hun in lane 5. And Gavin Hart, senior from Pennington in lane 6. Corbin Lukonski hitting the wall first there. George Bailey in second. And then a host of other swimmers, 3 of them in lanes 2, 4, and 5. Mahoney, Kim, and Huang all battling for that second place finish. But here it's going to be Corbin Lukonski with a half a pool length to go. Going to take first in this heat. Comes heat 6. Ian Bell of Newark Academies in lane 1. Liam Rogers, junior from Pennington, in lane 2. Brandon Cortez, sophomore from Newark Academy, in lane 3. Jack Hallinan, junior from Lawrenceville, in lane 4. Philip Park, sophomore from Lawrenceville, in lane 5. Aiden Troy, freshman from Del Barton, in lane 6. All 6 swimmers come up together after the turn. Slim lead for Brandon Cortez. Cortez going to hold on here. And Brandon Cortez takes first, with Liam Rogers taking second, Jack Hallinan in third, and Philip Park in fourth. Final heat of the 100-yard breaststroke. Matt Fallon has the top seed. And Matt Fallon also has the record. Fallon looking to beat 54.95. Grayson Miller of Lawrenceville's in lane 1. Ali El Mazri, a sophomore from Newark Academy, in lane 2. Matt Fallon's in lane 3 from Pingree. Joe Castagno, junior from Pingree, in lane 4. Luke Francis, junior from Pingree, in lane 5. Kevin Gow, sophomore from Pingree, in lane 6. Matt Fallon chugging along. Well ahead of the rest of the pack. Fallon going to challenge his record time. Matt Fallon, the champion in the 100-yard breaststroke, in a time of 54.79. Fallon was all alone. And he does set a new pool record. 16 hundredths of a second better than the record set last year by the man by the same name. Matt Fallon did it for 2 years in a row here at the Lawrenceville School, setting the pool and meet record. So congratulations to Fallon, adding to the Pingree point total. And that does it for all of the individual events.
The results of the 100-yard breaststroke. In third place, with a time of 1 minute, and in second place, with a time of 58.79 seconds, from the Pingree School,
Joe Castagno from the Pingree School, and Matt Fallon will emerge as first. So another Pingree sweep. And a nice day for the Pingree School, as Matt Fallon sets another record and takes first place. As we have one more event, it's the 400-yard freestyle relay. One more look at the winners. This long afternoon of swimming.
Event 11, final event. Boys 400-yard freestyle relay, heat 1.
The 400-yard freestyle relay, we will have 3 heats and 3 teams in Heat 1. Gil St. Bernard's in lane 2, MKA in lane 3, Hun in lane 4. Race between MKA and Hun. Gil St. Bernard's leads, Hun in second. MKA takes first, with Hun taking second, and Gil St. Bernard's going to finish up for third. Heat 2 will feature Blair Academy in lane 2, St. Benedict's Prep in lane 3, Oratory Prep in lane 4, and Mo Baird in lane 5. St. Benedict's has the top seed in this grouping, 336.53. Second swimmer in, St. Benedict's the lead. Oratory Prep right behind. Blair Academy in third. Third swimmer's ready to dive in. St. Benedict's Prep, and then Oratory Prep. Not much has changed since the last swimmers, and we're still in live action, don't worry. We've got that replay. Final swimmers are in the pool here. St. Benedict's and Oratory here in the middle of your screen, coming back down. Staying in first. Oratory catching up. And Oratory Prep may have taken St. Benedict's Prep over. Very close at the end, and it is Oratory with the victory. One more look. That was a tight finish. St. Benedict's Prep had the lead for the three swimmers, and a good job done by the anchor for Oratory. All right, heat 3 of 3 in our final race of this NJISAA Prep B Boys Championship. Prep Boys Championship, A and B. Rutgers Prep in lane 1. Lawrenceville will be in lane 2. Pingree will be in lane 3. Del Barton in lane 4. Pennington in lane 5. Newark Academy in lane number 6. Top seed is Pingree. Not much of a surprise with a 3:10.61. Again, 3:10.61, the time to beat for Pingree. And they're in lane 3. Pingree and Del Barton get off to the best starts. The next swimmers are in. It is Pingree taking the lead. Pingree, and now Del Barton. Third place at the moment to Lawrenceville. Fourth place at the moment to the Pennington School. First place, and by a wide margin, is the Pingree School. One more down and back for the third swimmer. And now the fourth swimmer in the pool for Pingree. Again, Pingree trying to beat the 3:10.61. Does not look like they will eclipse that number. Just as fate would have it, the Pingree School, who won the majority of the events, or at least leads in the team totals coming into this event. They win the last event of the afternoon, the boys 400 freestyle relay to the Pingree School. Second place going to Del Barton, third place to Lawrenceville, fourth to Pennington. Rutgers Prep in fifth, and Newark Academy just finishing up. So that is our final swim. We'll keep it here for a little bit until we can get those team totals tallied up for you. Pingree will be the Prep A champion. Newark Academy is in good position to be the Prep B champion. So I'll keep it right here for the award ceremony for the 400 freestyle relay. And again, look to get those team totals for you in a moment.
The results of the 400-yard freestyle relay. In third place, with a time of 3 minutes, 2.05 seconds, the Lawrenceville School scores was in second place, with a time of 3 minutes, 14.99 seconds, Al Barton swims Echo, Park, and Jack Dicey.
Can everyone please remain for our trophy presentation in 5 minutes? Trophy presentation in 5 minutes.
All right, so you can hang on with us for a little bit. They're going to award the trophy to the Prep A and B champions in boys swimming. So we'll have that for you in just a moment. And tally up those totals for team points. Give you one more look at the winners individually. Here is the awards presentation. This is Trip Wellborn, if you can hear him.
And then we would like to start off with our swimmer of the meet from the B division. This athlete compiled 274 points from the Pennington School, Ben Eckerson. There's Ben, you can wave your hand. There's Ben right there on the top of the room. Congratulations to Ben. And now for the team competition. In 7th place, Wardlow Hartledge. 6th place, Gills St. Marcos. 5th place, Montclair Kimberly Academy. 4th place, Mo Baird School. And with 190 points, 3rd place, Rutgers Prep. With 265 points, 2nd place, Newark Academy. And with 365 points, the 2020 NJISAA Boys B Division Swim State Champion, the Pennington School. Will you guys please come up and accept your traveling trophy as well as your team trophy. Congratulations to the Pennington School. A round of applause. And now the swimmer of the week for the A division. With 300 points from Near Waterton, Jack Alexi. Please raise your hand just where you are so you can be recognized. Congratulations, Jack. And now for the team standings. In 7th place, Oratory Prep. 6th place, Blair Academy. 5th place, the Hun School of Princeton. 4th place, St. Benedict's. With 336.5 points. 3rd place, Del Martin. With 378 points. 2nd place, the Lawrenceville School. And with 584 points, the 2020 NJISAA Boys A Division Swimming Champions, the Pingree School. Once again, congratulations to the Pingree School and the Pennington School.
So there you have it. Your winners are the Pingree School in the A Division, the Pennington School in the B Division. Big congratulations to all of the schools participating here, but specifically Pennington and Pingree performing extremely well here in the Prep Championships. Here are your team totals. We will be back here tomorrow for the girls' version of this NJ Prep Championships meets. So for my camera operator, Ethan Lefkowitz, we're going to sign off here. We thank you all for joining us all afternoon long. It was a long day, but it was a pleasure to bring you all of the action here. The Pingree School, with a picture-perfect ending to this Tuesday. And same can be said for the Pennington School as they celebrate in the pool. So long, everyone. Play-by-Play Sports Network signing off. We'll see you tomorrow for the Girls NJ Prep Championships. And have an enjoyable rest of your evening.